they wouldn't repeat the same stupid errors that us guys did. I always thought, like the knee-jerk liberal moron that I am, that the more women we had in the field, the better it would be, because they would bring to the genre a sensibility, a view, a worldview that we as men did not have. We simply didn't have. And so along about the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s, maybe middle 60s, I don't know, something like that, there started to be some enormous breakthroughs. There were some astonishing women writers. Astonishing writers who happened to be women. Ursula Le Guin, Joanna Russ, Vonda McIntyre, Carolyn Cherry, Kate Wilhelm was doing important things at that time. I got a little list here so I wouldn't forget. And we thought, now it's going to happen. And in fact, a great many women ran through that rip in the membrane that had been caused by brilliant writing of Ursula's and Joanna's, and they were writing books that were astonishing, dealing with very difficult subjects. And now we come to 1993, where exactly half of the final nominees on the ballot for the Nebula are women. Half of them, 50%, not 42% or 37%, or we're giving a nod to women by having 6 on there. Fully half, and maybe more, one of them is initials I've never heard of, S.N. Dyer. I don't know that writer, so it may be a man or a woman, but at least 50% of the writers on here for the final ballot for the Nebula are women. And some of them are brilliant writers. Connie Willis is writing some of the best stuff that's ever been written in the field. And Karen Joy Fowler is absolutely astonishing. But when I go to the newsstand, and I go to the bookstore, and I look at the books, what I see are these idiot trilogies written. They start off being written by Anne McCaffrey with Mercedes Lackey. Then Mercedes Lackey becomes a big name, so it's Mercedes Lackey and Elizabeth Moon or whoever. And then Elizabeth Moon becomes a big name, and it's Elizabeth Moon and Ellen Dwan, and then it's Ellen Dwan and they go on and on and on. They're fantasy, I suppose, but they're the kind of fantasy that could be written by anybody. Male, female, neuter, alien, me. With the exception of the Karen Joy Fowlers and the Connie Willises and the Pam Sargents who are writing, most of these novels are just awful, whether they're men or they're women. But like the knee-jerk liberal idiot that I am, I expected better of women, that if they were given the opportunity.
Turns out we're not so different after all. I guess that's my commentary on it. I am not a good writer. I will never claim to be otherwise. But I'm not even well-versed in writing and authors and all the like. Or even sci-fi writing. But the idea that genetic makeup has anything to do with any special experiences or virtuosity or any skill, everyone can suck. Sometimes they have hoo-has, sometimes they have yoo-hoos.